Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into today's update, we have to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on, and it's a major development today. As you see in the crypto market, first we'll look at the Dow. It's down 543 points on the day. The S&P's down 73 points. NASDAQ's down 237 points on the day. We've got the total crypto market cap down better than 50 billion, and it's down to about 907 billion. I'll show you the devastation that and the carnage that's on the crypto playing field. We've got XRP down sub 37 cents. We've got XLM under 8 cents. We got DGB approaching the 9 cent level again, or the 009 level. And again, the old adage plays true, and it's something we've been pushing the last 2 days. When XRP is the last to pump, we know that's a signal for a whole crypto-wide crash. It's a signal. It's just the way it's been since 2021. And the old adage plays out true again as XRP is the last to pump and crypto implodes. Bitcoin is hovering at 20K right now. At last I checked, it was at the 20,119 support. We showed the devastation of what would happen and how quickly it would happen if we broke the key levels. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you're looking at it, the carnage is heavy right now, and we need to get into the technical analysis. This will be a straightforward update, but again, it's nice to understand the patterns. It's a very important and an underrated thing about this community is we don't talk any FUD. We only speak the truth. Even when everybody's talking about going to the moon, we understand the current environment of the economy. We understand the inflation in front of us. And we also understand what it means when institutional investors are not buying in to our crypto right now. That means you don't have major money coming in. So the bottom line is we need to stick together. And XRP sub 40 cents, folks. We're sub 37 cents, right around the 36.6 level right now. And what does that mean? That means as we build to the sub 20 cents and farther, we have to buy our XRP. I will not buy XRP over 40 cents. And I've been saying that since it was at $1.66 when I sold. I won't buy back in until we're sub 40 cents. I won't do it. And I hadn't until we got sub 40 cents. Sub 30 cents was nice, but I have higher ambition sub 20 cents. But that doesn't mean you don't buy now. Make sure to hit that like button as I'm going to play the intro, as it really does help push me through the analytics. Good evening, or good mid-afternoon to early evening, 4:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, March 6th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, the total crypto market cap right now, it's down 47 billion to 911 billion, down 4.91% on the day. It's had a small little pull up here. Not even that much. It's a very small pull up here. We broke down past the 940 billion, and we knew once we broke that, we were going to approach the 892 billion, and that's exactly what's going on right now. Now, if we were to break the 842, that's when this big catastrophic break that I've been talking about happens. There's not much around these areas, so that's where it's the danger zone. You break 892, and it's very possible that we could have capitulation down to 658 billion. There are some small zones in between, but I'm telling you, if you break this area, there is not a lot holding us. One of the only areas that I can even think of, it's down here around the 781 billion, and that could be, and I'll refine it later, but that's a mark that could possibly hold in there. But right now, we're in very dire straits, because if we break this 892 billion, we've literally got the 658 billion and then the 584 billion. But the pattern formation, if we take this out on the daily time frame, you can see the much larger pattern. We might be working our way all the way back down here. And the grand pattern, if we go all the way back into the all-time, at least to the 18, you can see that tells us we might have to come down to 225 billion. And everybody's like, oh my God. But I mean, that's the way it might be working out here. We don't know how far it's going to go, but it might come down here to the downtrending support line and get held at 459 billion. But it looks like we have a major drop coming in, especially if we lose this area at 892. There is nothing left here. We don't have anything left, and we need to worry here. If you're paying attention, this is where you start to worry a little bit. If you think the market's going up and we've hit a bottom, You cannot afford to get back underneath that downtrending resistance line that I just built. That is that is acting as a support line right now. You start getting below that, that's when you start to have these big moves down. And that's right here at, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's right below our 892 billion. We got the 841 right here that you could technically hold in. And then you might be able to flounder around here for a little bit, you know, as you break down to the 584 billion. But that's below the 658 billion. This is a major, we're on the verge of a historical collapse, which it's not that we're on the verge of it. We've already had a historical collapse. We've dropped from $1.68 or $1.66 when I warned everybody to come out. We've come down since $1.98. But since I've been warning about it, we've come down from $1.66, and at present time XRP is at $36.90, under 37 cents. So a lot of people are like, when is this historical collapse going to happen? It's like, what, are you under a fucking rock? We're down more than 80%. I think we've already had history. Now it becomes cataclysmic once we have the capitulation that happens, and we're getting close to that. XRP needs to break the 287 level, and then you capitulate. But right now, XRP is stuck in, we're going to take everybody's money zone. And now we're back in the falling channel. We've talked about how we've hit this multiple times. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that it's a falling channel for the short term, but I believe it is. You got this downtrending resistance that started here at 4327 on January 23rd. You hit it again on February 5th. You hit it again as resistance on February 19th. And you ultimately hit it again here on March 8th and March 9th, and it came right back through. Now you have the downtrending support on the falling channel, in my opinion. The first time you hit it was January 22nd. Second time, January 23rd. Third time, February 10th. Fourth time, February 13th. And you have to hit it 3 times on both sides to confirm a pattern. And then you got X marks the spot down here, which is the most important part of this pattern right now at 348. Because if you come down below 348, then you can come down to the bottom of the actual channel at 336. And if you break that, then you got nothing really below you until the pattern formation double bottom at 287. So this is becoming very urgent here with XRP, and everybody really needs to pay attention because there's really no other way to put this. XRP is failing very, very badly right now. And these levels we need to get out, not failing for the long term, but in the short term time frames. You're going to get everything you wanted and more, and everything I've been promising for a long time is happening right now. We got rejected here once again by this downtrending resistance. That's the 393. We talked about how that's the ultimate level because this is the all-time pattern. And now we've got our first uptrend that started in 2020 at 339. You break 339, that opens the door to the 2017 uptrend. That would bring you all the way back down to 18.9. And then God forbid you break that, you got the 2013, the true uptrend of XRP, the all-time pattern that can get you down to 0.16. So I mean, that's what I'm looking at with XRP. With everything else I brought up with the total crypto market cap, and then we can look at Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is down 6% today, 1,317 points to 20,393. And I think Bitcoin's got much lower destination here, and we've built this topping reversal beautifully. And right now it looks like if it were to happen right now, we failed this cup and handle, so that's very bearish. A failed cup and handle, when you put a bearish handle, it's imagine you're pouring out a teapot, the water's coming out, that's basically the price action. It's pouring out now. We did not rise up like the steam. We poured out, and that's bad. That's very bearish. So now we're coming down to the multi-year trend line that goes back to the mid-2021. And that's where if we break that, it's at 18,164. And that's how we can get the big capitulation down happening with Bitcoin, and we're almost there. And we talked about once we broke 21,965 and confirmed it, there's nothing. We're going to have an instant 1,000 point drop to 20,965. We talked about it on this morning's update. It happened. Then we talked about once that breaks, you got 20,413. And once you confirm that, after a push through, which is exactly what we're trying to do right now, we broke down through, and now we happen to be riding back up. And we're going to see, does 20,418 become confirmation? If it does, we're going to have another roughly 2,400 point drop down to 17,990 approximately. And that's the bottom of the pattern formation. So that's the multi-year trend line, and it looks like we might have a date with Destiny down at about 17,990. So you're either going to take advantage of this historical liquidation, or you're going to get caught and you're not going to have any money to trade with when the proper time happens. If you got anything out of this update, make sure to hit the like button. Share this on social media so more people can get in here. As you can see, Bitcoin in the last year is down 50.52% or 20,800. Last 5 years, it's up 120%. Year to date, it's up 19%. Last month, it's down 9%. So it just all depends on perspective. So, and then also, if you want to trade XRP, like I do, there's BITGET and or MEXC. There's no spot fees on the buy and sell. And then there's UPHOLD, but there's higher spot fees. And then if you want to join Tom's Army, all that and more is in the video description below and or the pinned comments. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag butt assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point?